Okay, I thought I'd just head out on a quick overnight bike packing trip. Weather's pretty nice and salvage a bit of my holiday. Before I set off, I just show you what I got strapped to the bike, what various bits of luggage I managed to strap to it. Alright, so taking the old Craft de Fur and managed to get it so I've got nothing on my back. So let's start with, let's just start at the front. And so this is just an old sleeping bag, stuff sack, and I've got my sleeping bag, kit mat, stove and bivvy bag in there. And they're just some, normal utility straps. I didn't want to spend a load of money on specific stuff that I might only use a couple of times. I've just got an old camera bag there, so I put the phone in there. I don't actually need that, I can just put it in my pocket, but it might be a bit easier to get to there. See how safe it is or isn't. GoPro just for a bit of filming. Water wise, I think I can get away because sort of South Downs area, not near any rivers. I've got 2.5 litres here, so I haven't got too far to go initially before I camp. Maybe 20 miles, so probably less than that. And on the bike it doesn't take that long. 15 miles more like, probably. So yeah, I've got 2.5 litres there. Quite glad I managed to get that one in. Can put a bottle cage on the bottom, but I don't know, one couldn't be bothered and two don't fancy it. And then this is basically the only bit of specific bike packing luggage I've got, and it's got fleece, warm hat, waterproof jacket, food and puncture repair kit and 1 beer, and that is it. And hopefully we don't need the repair kit for the dreaded P word, but so I think we're good to go. Yeah. Alright, so unfortunately starts with a bit of a pull out of the village, but it's not an easy way unless you go a real roundabout route, but following a mixture of bridleways and byways to get where we need to get to the woods. Okay, so this is the major hill in question. It's not outrageous, but it's always a bit of a shock to the system first thing. Still, the route, as far as I can remember, isn't too hilly, but the old memory is not always 100%. Old Winster Hill. Whoop. Okay, first bit of off-road now. It's not too bad though. It's a bit rough, but it's loose. It's not too steep or anything, so it's alright on this bike. It's actually part of the South Downs Way, this bit, so I did this the other week on foot. Nice smooth fun bit. So far so good. Now we're hitting a nice tarmac downhill, so I guess press on. Second off-road bit now. This heads up to the to the woods. Yeah, we're going to camp. I've got to, unless I decide to push on further, because it hasn't taken that long. I think let's see, make up my mind when I get within striking distance. The old bike's pretty stable, but it's not quick to respond with all the gear on, but I mean that's to be expected. Just got to pick your line and go for it. Well, feels like I'm in California or something like that, not southern England, but there you go. I'm not complaining. I could do with some rain, but yeah, all good in the hood. I wish I brought. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I better stop. Yeah, I wish I brought sunglasses, not so much for the sun, but to keep the old bugs out my eyes. It's coping. Whew. It's not been too bad. Nice cruisy pace. That's the order of the day. Wish the bike had slightly fatter tyres and slightly lower gears, but it's not a major problem, especially for an overnighter. So onwards and upwards, bit of an off-road climb now. Yeah. Right, so getting near where I was thinking of camping, but might press on because it's only 20 to 8 and obviously got loads of daylight. So instead of the woods, I think it's going to be a bivvy in the meadow. If not, I can always go back and come back to the woods. So I cut about 3 k's in between the two, so it's not outrageous. So I think we'll just bimble on and see where we get to. Just hit the climb. It's not too bad at first, but I know it gets a bit rougher and steeper at the top. But actually, I think because everything's been so dry, it's sort of worn smooth, so it's not as bumpy as it usually is. Okay, so back on part of the South Downs Way. Yeah, the woods has got better camping opportunities, but the meadow will be nice and scenic. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Alright, bit of a chalky downhill, but as you don't get caught in a rut, you're alright. Oh, like that. Yeah. Smooth. Woo. Okay, I think I found a pretty ideal spot actually. It's hidden away, but it's kind of got a bit of open ground as well, so it's just, I've only got the bivvy bag, so just try and find the flattest bit that's not actually on a thorn bush, but it shouldn't be too bad. I've got the air mattress tonight, so I'd rather not puncture that if possible. Anyway, let's have a scout about. Yeah. Right, I've had a scout around and I'm actually going to go just here. Believe it or not, it's actually quite flat. There's a little bit over that way, there's a bit more tucked away, but I've checked you can't actually see me from the bridleway. No, it's not as flat. So here we are. So get the food on the go. One is getting hungry. One thing I will do differently is make sure I pack this out so it doesn't rattle, because it was making a hell of a racket. But other than that, it was all good. So get some noodles on and a brew, or a brew and some noodles, either way. It's all good. Yeah, it's quite a pleasant ride in. Quite nice just not to rush and just take it easy. So could be getting into this bike packing a lot. So far I've only done like 2 overnighters before this. So yeah, obviously I've got ideal weather, no rain. Only have to take minimal kit, but even if I had to take a tent and whatnot, it wouldn't be a massive problem. Anyway, let's get noodles on the go. There's a deer making some interesting noises. Let's just see if we can hear it. Dinner's ready. Doesn't look like much, but it'll do the job. Slightly better than the standard super noodles, and it's got a lot of salt in, so that's nice. Yeah. And you've been active. Made it quite watery as well. And Snickers for pudding. Not doing too bad. Not healthy, but there you go. One minor oversight is I forgot to bring proper tea bags, and I've only got fruit tea. So, yeah, but could be worse. But I've got a beer, just one, so all is not lost. Alright, so it's about 5:30 in the morning. Didn't sleep the best, mainly because it was so light and warm in the night. The moon was pretty full and beaming down, casting shadows. So it wasn't till that went down that I got a bit better kit, but not too bad. I think if I was doing an all day today, I'd have to stop for a bit of a snooze. So that was my luxury pitch for the night. Wasn't too bad, but it's the old moon kept me awake. Right, I was going to have fruit tea, but I just remembered I got a hot chocolate, so I think that's order of the day. Perked me up a bit. Definitely. Okay, all packed up, all ready to go. Everything worked pretty well. The only slight downside is it's a bit of a, although this stuff that works well riding and whatnot, it's a bit of a faff to put on in the morning, but didn't cost me anything, so there's that. And that gets in the way a little bit when I'm out the saddle climbing, but it has been quite handy for putting the foam in, because I'm partly filming on the phone and the GoPro, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe now you can get bags that have a little pocket on the top there, so that might be way forward, but as ever, depends how much money you want to sink into it. So I suppose we better get on. I was potentially going to hit the cafe up on the way back, but we've actually got bacon at home, we've got tea, so yeah, just go home. It's about 20 to 7 thereabouts, so there's no rush. I had a bit of breakfast and a hot chocolate, so not doing too badly. So onwards, slightly different route home if I can remember it. Should be alright. So we begin with a bit of a descent. That's one of those dew ponds they have for cattle back in the day. I don't remember that being here last time, but it must have been. Just seen loads of deer. I think, don't quote me, but I think they're seeker deer. But I have to double check when I get home. Alright, into a bit of a green lane action now. It's quite an expedient route, so almost halfway back already. I'm going to take the big circuitous but very nice route round the hill instead of up and over, which is kind of like the way I came, so mix it up a bit. Still got all day, so why not? Okay, I'm pretty much home. Got to do filming, forgot about it, but yeah, it's been a good trip. As ever, good to get out. Look forward to doing some more sometime. Catch you later.